Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I want to make sure you can hear me. This is my second time going live today. I went live in the Creating Your Happy group, and we talked about day 3 of the Holiday Happiness Framework, which if you don't know what that is, I did put a link in this description. If you want to join us, you can still get in on day 4 and day 5. And what it is I send you an email. Hey, Bethany. I send you one email a day for 5 days, or I did. I started on Sunday. And if you want to get in now, you can get in for tomorrow and Friday. And so you'll get 2 emails from me with the Holiday Happiness Framework, where we talk about, finding extra joy in your holiday season, finding simplicity, organization, showing others love. And then I also give you recipe ideas for the holiday. So I wanted to put that in here for you, but I went live in the Creating Your Happy group, and we dove deep into day 3, which is saying no. And that's hard for people pleasers. Like myself. And I touched on a little personal note about how a couple years ago, I had something very hurtful happen to me with some friends, and come to find out it was actually a blessing. So if you struggle with being able to say no, and you're finding yourself just stretched so thin during the holidays, you may want to catch that live in Creating Your Happy. And then, of course, get in so you can get tomorrow's Holiday Happiness Framework delivered, and Fridays, which we're going to be talking on. Let's see, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is the Joy Challenge. So every day you get a Joy Challenge, and it's very simple, very easy. Oh, you know what? I need to go grab my phone in case my kid's school's calling. The Joy Challenge is very simple, and like today's was showing somebody their love language, right? So if you don't know what love language is, it is a book that I read a few years ago, and it changed my marriage. It's not the only thing that changed my marriage, but it played a big part in changing my marriage. It's a way that we can show somebody we love them, and it's how they receive the love. So, for instance, mine is acts of service, and it changes. Like, it used to be quality time. So when my husband would make time for me, when he was so busy with schedules and appointments and things like that, it really meant a lot. Like, I really felt loved and appreciated. Well, my love language right now is acts of service. So if he takes out the trash, or if he gets the kids ready for school or something, it's like, oh, you do love me. So today's challenge is speaking somebody's love language, whether it's your spouse or a family member or your kids, or even a friend. So even though I'm not in a romantic relationship with my friends, I can still speak their love language. So what I like to do sometimes is figure out what their love language is. And I'll just flat out ask them, hey, what's your love language? And a lot of times they do know what it is, so they just tell me. And so I remember that, and if I want to show them a little love or appreciation later on, I may do that. So say, for instance, I have a friend whose love language is words of affirmation. So occasionally I may send her a text just like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm so thankful for you, the way you parent, and the way your faith is so strong, and how you have so much compassion for others. I just admire you, and I'm so thankful we're friends. Like, that will just change her day if she's having a bad day, make her feel so good. So today's challenge in the Holiday Happiness Framework is the Joy Challenge is to show someone or speak somebody's love language. So that's just a little recap. And then tomorrow is self-care. So you're going to take some time to take some time for you, right? So whether that's cliche things like taking a bath or drinking a glass of wine, or if it's something like just taking 5 minutes, right, to stay up later after the kids go to bed, or having a Hostess cupcake, which I have those moments almost every day. Just making time for you to just bring a little more joy, and kind of like to be still and be like, you know what, when the mad dash of the holiday season, I need to remember me and my well-being and make some time for me. So anyway, that is the Holiday Happiness Framework. If you aren't a part of that and want to be, I'd love to have you over there for day 4 and day 5, because there's some goodness coming down the pipeline for that. Okay, so what I want to give you and show you, my family is texting me during this live. Make sure it's not an emergency. Okay. Oh, good. My sister found her stock. Oh, no, my mom found her stockings. Good. Praise Jesus. Okay. So I will text her back after this. Mom, if you're watching this, I'll text you back after. So what I want to give you, if you haven't gotten these yet in the previous years, so I've had these available on the blog for probably 4 years or so. They're just free holiday gift tags, and I think they're so cute. So I have these with deer on them, a reindeer on them. I have some that are blank with just the buffalo check, and then I have some with like gingerbread men. There may be Santa Claus on it, so you can choose from the 3. These are my favorite to use every year. And what I'm going to do, I have my niece's present wrapped here. If she's watching, close your ears, but it's a light bright. It's an old school light bright, and I'm so excited for her to get that. So I have that wrapped, and what I want to talk to you about, of course, these. I wanted to give you these, but I love wrapping my presents in craft paper. I've been doing this for a few years now, and the reason I like it so much is because, one, it's affordable, right? So a big roll, I linked to a roll on Amazon, and I think it's, let me look. I think it's like $7, $14. Yeah, $14.89. Okay, and if you're a Prime member, it's free shipping. Hello. And this particular roll, they have a few to choose from. This particular roll is 100 foot. Okay, so 100 foot for $14. The one I wrapped, the roll I used to wrap this morning, I've had this for like 3 years. I don't know. It just keeps, I can still use it over and over and over again. So it's affordable and it lasts a long time. And I also like to use craft paper because it's sturdy. So there's nothing more that ticks me off than going and buying the cutest wrapping paper at Target or Container Store or somewhere. And then I get home and I'm so excited to use it, and then I wrap and then it like rips in half because it's so cheap. Now, don't hear what I'm not saying. Target and Container Store may have some thick wrapping paper. That's great. I'm so excited for them. And they may have some cute ones. But I feel like I'm spending as much money on the wrapping paper as I do the gift when I'm buying that kind, right? Are you with me? So I like to get craft paper. And you may be saying, Jessica, well, why, that's not cute. This is not cute. Well, let me help you make it cute, okay? So if you're watching this, I know I can see some are on live. If you're watching this, will you let me know if you can hear me okay? I'm always scared that my microphone's not working. And so what we're going to do is, since I already have this wrapped, I'm going to cut out one of my free gift tags. So when you download your gift tag from the link in my description, I suggest you print it on cardstock because it just holds up better. You can do it on paper. Don't feel like you have to go buy cardstock just for that, because cardstock's not the cheapest thing, right? But I've had this cardstock for a few years too, so it kind of comes in handy. But it just holds up better, especially when you're stacking gifts on each other and things are getting pushed around and trampled on and shoved on. I've just found it holds up a lot better. And the last thing you want is a gift tag being torn off of a present because you wrapped it a month ago and you're sitting there on Christmas and somebody says, oh my gosh, this one doesn't have a name. Whose is this? And it's like, oh crap, right? Okay, so I have my gift tag cut out. Easy. And then on my gift tags, I have put, see if it'll focus. Yep, I put a little hole at the top. You see, ooh, what is that on my finger? Oh, I think it's mascara or eyeliner. Guess I could get that off. I get my hole puncher. I just punch a little hole in the top. Oh, my kids have been using this and it's full. Okay. So then I also have some cutesy ribbon. So this is just red and white twine. I love baker's twine. I actually get this a lot on Amazon, or I get it at, I think, Shop Sweet Lulu is another place I used to get it. I don't know if they still have it though. Okay, so what I'll do now, I don't have a lot of space to work right here, but this was the best place for me to shoot this video, so we're just going to roll with it. Okay, so what I want to do is, there's no right or wrong way to do ribbon, right? And really, I could just do one strand around the box, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do like a crisscross. And I know you can't see the box, so I'm going to show you in just a second. I'm going to tie sorry. I whacked my phone. I'm going to tie one strand around the box. And I'm sure there are a lot of you out there that have better ideas than this. Just tie it in a little bow or not. Okay, so there's one. And then I'm actually going to flip it over and tape it to the bottom because baker's twine doesn't really and then I'm going to get another strand and send it through my little hole there. Okay, cutesy cutes. Okay, and then I tell you what, let's try and figure out where to tie it now. It's like trial and error every year. Actually, I'm just going to cut it and hope I make it long enough. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this, obviously, because I'm winging it. Okay, so see that? Okay, so I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to tie it and secure it on the back because I don't want tape on the front. But I want to make sure it's secure and it sticks. Okay, so more tape. And I would get a good tape, you know, like gift wrapping tape or something, because a lot of times tape, if it's a cheap kind, doesn't want to stick to craft paper or hold. And when you're wrapping presents, again, things are getting shoved around and you don't want tape to easily come apart. Okay, so the bottom's not pretty, but nobody needs to see the bottom. Okay, looky there. There's that. And you say, oh yeah, that's cute. And you can leave it like that. Or I grabbed some of this at Joann's last year, and I still have some left over. It was on sale, so if they have some on sale, you can get some like the big bunches like this, and you can actually tear it apart and have a little twig of berries and just slip it. Oop. Maybe just like slip it. I can't do this holding it up. Maybe slip it through the hole of the gift tag too, right? Or, I don't know. We're going to play with this a little bit. Okay. Okay. No, that's not cute. I think I didn't rip off enough. Now it just looks like a weird stick with like 2 or 3 berries. That's looking better. Hold on. I don't have the best setup here. I don't know. I kind of like the greenery with it, right? So, oh my gosh. I need a flat surface to work on so y'all can see it. So you can get, wow, you can really have a big old wow factor here and do like something big like that. How cute is that, right? I hate to use that much, but I really like that greenery that's on it. And it is cheap and I have a lot of it. So I'll probably secure this a little bit more. And that's going to be that. And so what I'll do is write my niece's name on the back of this. And then it's good to go. It's very classy. It's very affordable. It's cute. And it's easy to get into. And it's thick. It won't rip. Or, I mean, I guess it could. But to secure those little berries, you can tape those down underneath the gift tag so it's hidden, right? Okay. Just so they're not slipping and sliding everywhere. I am not afraid to use tape. Again, I am not the best wrapper in the world. I actually don't like wrapping presents. So, bah humbug, I know. But when I make it simple like this, and it's super cute, and it's affordable, I say that's a win. So, go get your free gift tags if you want. Again, there are 3 to choose from. Like there's this one and then there's blank. They don't have the reindeer on it. And then there's some with like gingerbread houses and I think Santa Claus on it. And you can print those off on cardstock and then you can have some gift tags ready for your Christmas presents. And then craft paper works really well for wrapping your presents. So that is that. Okay. So that's my gift wrapping for the day. I'm done. I'm doing one a day. I actually wasn't planning on shopping for Christmas until the middle of December, but man, when I saw the things on sale that I was planning on getting anyway, I thought, I need to go ahead and get them because I'm going to regret it. So I don't have very many to wrap yet. So I'm waiting till the middle of the month or so. But I also wanted to touch base on, I've talked to you a little bit about the Fab Society that I'm tossing around. It's a membership group where a lot of us women will come together as a community and we will focus on things like finding simplicity in our lives, more joy, organization. We'll talk marriage. There's so much. So right now I'm in the stage of planning out the core topics that we're going to talk about. And those core topics are personal development. So that'll include things like self-care, confidence, courage, health, and beauty. And then another core topic, will be organization, home organization. So time management, finances, bills, paper organization, and so much more. And then I could really talk on and on and on about this, but I'm not going to. So I'm right at the stages of planning it all out, and what I would love from you, if you have already filled out the survey, letting me know what you would like to see in that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But if you have any other must-haves in this group that you want to see and have, then I would love to hear from you. So just either comment below or message me or email me or something and let me know what that may be. It's going to be really good. This community is going to be, it's not going to be about me, and it's not going to be the Jessica show. It's going to be about all of us and coming together. So right now in this day and age, right, it's very hard to either find the time or, hello, Introverts Unite. We don't want to necessarily go out and hang out with people all the time, but we do lack and want that social aspect of our lives where we connect with other women. And I thought, you know what, instead of trying to force this to happen, which I do want to have a retreat one day, but instead of trying to force this to happen, hey, Carly, in real life, why not just go to where the world is taking us online and build this online community of us? And so each month we'll focus on different topics like the ones I just mentioned. So whether it's finding confidence or organization and time management, I will cover some topics, or we may have a guest expert come in. We'll have live videos, and the guest experts will talk on topics that I may not feel comfortable sharing. Maybe I don't know enough about it to share. Maybe they'll teach us some things we don't even know about, right? And then we'll have, we'll just have some organization printables, and then we'll have a favorite things where I will recommend products that I currently love, or maybe even every few months I'll mail you a package of my favorite things. And I'm even working on talking with companies. So say I have like a favorite mascara. I would love to reach out to them and say, hey, I have a group of women that want your mascara. Can you give us 15% off? And so I would love to work out those deals at least once a month and have those deals available just for those in the Fab Society. So there's a lot of goodness. It's going to be this group where it's a safe space where we can all come. We can talk about the topic. Say you're struggling one day and you don't really feel comfortable talking to your family about it, or you don't really have a friend to go have a coffee with because she's so busy, or because you don't want to get out. The safe place will be where you can come and talk to other women and find that person, go, yes, I've struggled with that too. Thank you so much. Or maybe just looking for some feedback like, hey, I'm struggling right now in my marriage and I don't feel like I can talk to anybody about it, but does anybody ever struggle with this? And just having those other women come together and be like, yes, or this is what I did, it's going to change your life. So just creating that space for all of us to come together and really talk about those things that we don't feel comfortable talking about to everybody on Facebook land, or just you're just looking for that connection. This is what it's going to be. So not only we're going to be talking about those tough topics or looking for support, we're going to have a lot of fun. So we'll have the favorite things coming down. And you know what? There was something else that I made a note of yesterday, and I thought that's going to be so fun. Oh, books to read. So I know so many of you love reading books. I am not a big book reader, but since so many of you are, I thought, how fun would it be to have either like a book challenge or something that y'all are reading the same book. So it's like a book club built into this Fab Society where you all can read the same book, and maybe I will too if I want to. I don't know. It's just not for me. That you read it for 2 months and then you come together and talk about it once a week, or you build that connection over a certain book, whether it's a self-help book or a book that is just purely for entertainment. So I thought that would be a good, fun idea. And so there's going to be a lot of things. We're going to be talking about bad habits and how to break those, and good habits, how to start those. So for instance, if you're wanting to starting to work out and exercise, but it's just like, oh, such a daunting task. Well, maybe a suggestion or a challenge during our habit month will be, you know what, just work out on Tuesdays, just for 10 minutes. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to start out doing. And the idea of that is to start this habit, and then eventually it'll get easier, and then it'll become more familiar, and it'll become more natural, and you'll just start doing it. So we'll be there to encourage you and inspire you to stop the habits, to break the habits, to start a new habit. We'll talk about meal planning. I would love to have a guest expert come in and teach us how to meal plan. So I have a lot of blogging friends and people out there who specifically focus on meal planning. They have meal planning guides, planners, recipes, shopping list, grocery list, and just have them come in and be like, listen, friend, this is how you do it. You get this copy of my planner for free or at a discount or something, and just making those resources available to us, and then working out maybe some kind of deals with a meal planning service. So HelloFresh, or what are some other ones? I don't know. But talking to them and saying, hey, the Fab Society wants your product and service. What kind of discount can you give us? What kind of deal can you give us? And maybe we can try it out for free, right? So there's just so much goodness, but it's not going to be overwhelming. The Fab Society is all about simplifying and organizing and touching on those topics without the overwhelm. So I am so excited. I mean, my mind is just like ding, 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 ding. But instead of rushing to try to get this ready and launched by the first of the year, which sounds ideal, I've decided to take my time with it and organize all the information and carry it out in a more robust way instead of trying to cram it all at once, right? So if you have any feedback, if there are any topics or must-haves that you want in the Fab Society, speak now, because I want to build this with you. Again, this is not the Jessica Show. This is going to be about us and the community, and I want you to provide input and help me plan this. So comment, email, whatever you want to do, message me with the ideas that you have for the Fab Society and what you would like to see in it, what you'd have to see in it to be a part of this, because I want you to be a part of it with us, because it is, God has laid this on my heart, and He has laid it on my heart. He did lay it on my heart about 3 years ago, and I was just like, what? Like what? Or 3 or 4 years ago. And I just thought to myself, why? Like, what are you doing? And I didn't really fully understand. But I did come home. I was on a long drive, and I felt Him lay it on my heart. And I was talking to my husband about it, and I was talking to a gal that I had working for me at the time. And I was like, I don't understand it yet, and I don't know what it is, but God's telling me I have to do something with this group of women, with a group of women. And I don't know how I'm going to help them. What am I going to do? Fast forward a few years, it's like, oh, I get it now. My life, I hit rock bottom a couple of years ago, and it's like God has been preparing me for this so I can go through it and so I can help other women out there. So it's all making sense, even though I don't fully understand all of it yet. I'm starting to connect the dots and go, oh, that's what you want me to do. And that's how you want me to serve. And that's how you want me to help other women. I get it now. And about a month ago, I had the epiphany, and there's just like the cherry on top. It was like, yep, Jessica, it's time. You need to create this membership full of women to encourage and inspire and to help them find more joy and happiness, and just truly like real happiness, not like happiness like, it's this facade or this fake happiness of, oh, I live a perfect life. I have the big, beautiful home. I don't have any marriage problems. My kids are angels. It's not that. It's not this fake. It's this real, true joy where even though life can throw really big curveballs at us, it's finding the joy in that moment still. It's hard sometimes. I'm not saying it's easy, but there's still something to be so grateful for and thankful for. And then there's a certain way you can tackle the things. Even when you feel like you can't go on living, I've been there. I have so been there. And it wasn't that long ago. Someone said to me through a friend, Jessica, you can't fix it all in one day. And it was like, wow. I know that sounds so simple, but it was so profound to me. I was just like, you're right. Because as a fixer, I want to fix it all, and I want to make it all the bad go away right now. And it was like I was fighting, because I was constantly waiting on something, waiting on someone to change, or waiting on somebody to make a decision. And so I was constantly hitting this brick wall, like, why can't I fix it? And I just felt so defeated, and I felt so unpurposeful and so helpless. And so when I heard her say, you can't fix everything in one day, just fix one little thing, what you can change at a time, changed my life. because I was still getting that satisfaction of tackling something and fixing something and working towards a solution. And so I had that satisfaction of, okay, I did something. I may not have changed the world today, or I may not have fixed my overall problem today, but I did fix something. And that makes me feel better about myself. And now I feel like I can get up another day because I can tackle another small thing tomorrow. And before you know it, things start getting easier. And then you get knocked down again. It's like, okay, it's all right. I can just do one little thing at a time. And we're going to go into so much more of that in the Fab Society. And I just want so many, I feel like there's going to be so many success stories in it because I've lived through hell and back, and I know you all have been through a lot too. And no matter what you're going through, I feel like we can all help each other as a community and be there for one another and just build that sisterhood that I wish I would have had whenever I was going through such a hard time. And so with that, and on top of adding some fun things, maybe we'll do some live Target shopping trips, or maybe we'll send some favorite things, gift packages out, or whatever. We're going to throw a lot of fun in with the personal development side of things, the home, the marriage, just so much. So I'm really excited to get that going, and I would love to hear from you so you can help me build that out. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Don't forget, I have the link for the free gift tags if you want those, and the link for the craft paper if you want to wrap your presents that way this year. All right. I will see y'all later. Have a great Tuesday.